What are you reading there?
Well, actually, it was a few notes that crossed my mind. I figured that, like the last time, they would hold this little hearing in a little cubbyhole. And the last time, Thielen wasn't here. Well, I heard Isla was here earlier, you know, the successor of Thielen. But there's some things that were crossing my mind, like the Peter and Paul syndrome. You know, they have Act 175 or 174 versus 176 versus Act 55. So it's like Peter and Paul, you know, one giveth and the other taketh. And, you know, they have so many redundant agencies and commissions. In this respect, what should put up the red flag is just by the title, right? Now, title being, PLDC, corporation, it's a state corporation. Now, that should be a red flag that corporations are part of the developers and big businesses. In other words, they're going to give them the carte blanche to sidestep all of Hawaii's laws. Now, I've been around for 69 years, and out of that, over 60 years, I've been cognizant of who I am and what Hawaii is. I've been pretty good at geography as well, so I know this is not America, because the continent of America is 22,000 miles, you know, to the east. And the thing is that what they're trying to do is to silence the voices of the people and of the residents. Now, I've been around enough to witness firsthand the displacement and the evictions of the Native Hawaiians on the Hawaiian homeland. You can talk about Damon Track area. They removed the Hawaiians so they could build the airport, Honolulu International Airport. You got Mokuaoea Island, you got Kalama Valley. There's so many scenarios. And Fort Shafter, Hualiku Drake was head of the Department of Hawaiian Homelands. And she did a land swap so that the Army could use and have that land at Fort Shafter. Now, I know the Army already has it recorded that 40% of the property that they have is Hawaiian homelands. And so we know that, and the state, what they did was cede those lands over to the military for 65 years at $1 a year. So it's contradicting what they're supposed to be doing. So all in all, I agree and confirm and support majority of the protests that have been going on from all the islands. Their points, I think we're all cognizant of, and we should support them.
Solidarity, yeah.
Yeah, because everybody knows that. I knew that for how long, you know, back when it wasn't supposed to be the in thing. So, you know, a lot of people were just scoffing about it.
Yeah.
But, so I wrote down a few notes and everything. I know it would take longer than the 2 minutes.
Oh.
So rather than be redundant, I said, you know, listen to the testimony, because there's a lot of historical fact there.
Right.
There is no lawful treaty of annexation, which is the bottom line. You know, and so if you do your math like I did when I was 9 years old, 1 and 1 equals 2, not 5. So, you know, put things back into perspective. Also do some research like I've done over at the Library of Congress. So all in all, you know, rather than sound redundant with things, I listed out, Abercrombie always says we're wannabes or Johnny-come-latelys. But you know, everybody has a right, especially kingdom subjects, have a right, whether they belong to a group or individually, to voice their concerns. So what he said about us, I think, was a big slap in the face and an insult, because we have that human right.
Yeah. I guess he was just thinking of a narrow perspective, and he was just thinking of this stereotypical person who comes off the street and just all of a sudden does it. Well, he's been trying, but he's not really thinking of all the history and all the other people. Maybe.
Well, shame on him, because I remember him with, you know, his Volkswagen when he was at University of Hawaii being a hippie.
Yeah.
You know, and all of a sudden now he's a legitimate person, you know, playing that political game.
He got the ponytail. He put it in a ponytail instead of long hair.
Yeah, you know.
I remember.
So everything that a lot of Hawaiians objected to and sent their concerns in was discarded, ignored, or just you know, tossed aside. You know, I went up hiking in the mountains and everything because I knew I had gathering rights from Pilimano to Waialaiki.
Yeah.
You know, then I have this police officer tell me, you know, he's giving me a break. You know, you can't go in there and gather.
He doesn't know.
Next time I see you, I'm going to arrest
He
you.
doesn't know. Yeah.
Hey, I'm a native Hawaiian, so, you know, I had gathering rights.
Go ahead. Yeah.
And I've been doing it since I was a kid. So, you know, what are they telling us? You know, same thing like Hawaiian homelands. Their policies and their actions are very much different than the original intent. And so they're displacing a lot of Hawaiians. Our EVs, you know, they do it randomly because they want to build or develop. So, you know, we're faced with that, but we do have a right to speak up. Now, if they pass this act, this little corporation will have carte blanche to do everything and sidestep all the laws. And it'd be redundant to have this little corporation dictating what they will do and will not do.
A wonderful nutshell. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
That was
he'll stop.